15 weirdest things to have ever washed up on the beach. Hey there, YouTube. You ready for some fun in the sun? Oh, wait. Summer's over. It's winter. Okay, guys, never mind. Beach is too cold. Go out. You know, it's too bad that it's getting too cold to go to the beach, because at least most of us have taken a trip to the beach sometime in our lives, and we're lucky enough to find a cool shell or some kind of crab. However, some people are extraordinarily lucky and find crazy things on the shores of the future. So grab you some sunscreen and a towel, or go home and watch us, in the safety of your home because it's getting too cold, because here are strange things washed up on beaches. Welcome back to Top 5 Best, everybody. Before this video starts, I want you to go down right now and hit that like button. Also, while you're down there, make sure to subscribe for more videos. If you do subscribe, then also hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button, so that way you get every piece of content that this channel puts out. Now here's a real treat. If you have liked this video and you are subscribed to us, write down in the comments "I subscribed" and I'll reply back to 100 lucky individuals. Number 1! Rubber ducks. Rubber ducks are a bath time staple, but it's definitely strange to find something like that on a beach. Well, in 1992, people around the world were scratching their heads as over 28,000 rubber ducks washed up on shores all around the major oceans. The cause was found to be a major shipment of rubber ducks that had wanted their crate slip into the ocean, releasing the rubber ducks into the wild. The poor little rubber duckies were abandoned in the middle of the Pacific Ocean while on a voyage from Hong Kong to the United States, and they since showed up in far-off places like South America, Australia, Hawaii, Alaska, Scotland, Newfoundland, and the Atlantic. Some are even frozen in Arctic ice. Number 2. A giant Lego figure. Lego figures are a commonplace item in any child's house. They're usually recognizable by their small yellow bodies. Most people have to watch out for stepping on them as they can really hurt. Well, the residents of California were very surprised when a giant 8-foot-tall, 100-pound Lego man washed up on their beach. The giant Lego man, dubbed Eagle Leonard, had washed up 4 times in different countries since 2007. One was recovered in the sea in the middle of the Netherlands, while another was found in the UK. Next, one washed up in Florida and California. No one knows exactly why these mysterious Lego men are appearing, but they have one eerie message etched on their feet. I'm no more real than you are. We've not found the creators of these Lego men yet, and no one knows their true purpose. Unless, of course, Godzilla comes out and he steps on the Lego. That's our main defense right there. Nobody can beat that. Number 3. Nike sneakers. Nike is one of the biggest shoe producers in the world, and their products are everywhere in the world. However, you wouldn't expect them to wash up on a beach in the middle of nowhere. Well, that's what happened in 1990 when a shipment of Nike sneakers went overboard and spilled into the ocean. Since then, scientists have been using these same sneakers to track ocean currents throughout the world. The sneakers float up for about 10 years, and people have been able to wear the ones that have floated for 3 years. So if you're ever short on cash and need a new pair, check out your local beach to find the sneakers. You can identify these sneakers with the famous serial number of 900406. Number 4. Bananas. Bananas can be found in most grocery stores, but in 2 islands of the Dutch North Islands, they found over a ton of bananas. Some of the natives used the still ripe bananas, however they were still left with an abundance of bananas. Some residents suggested that they donate them to the local zoo. However, for these residents, collecting strange things from the ocean is an everyday activity, as over 2 tons of litter reaches the island per day. Man, I guess you could say that this situation is bananas. Number 5. A giant eyeball. Giant monsters are the thing of bedtime stories and Pirates of the Caribbean movies, right? Well, that may not be the case, because in 2012, a large, softball-style eyeball washed up on a beach in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Locals had begun to panic or get excited when the local authorities, the FWC, reported that it belonged to a large 1,400-pound swordfish. However, the eyeball retained some clear-cut marks and was entirely intact, which meant that some weird fisherman had carved it out before letting it wash out into the ocean. Number 6. Doritos. Now, Doritos are a favorite snack of people across the globe. But did you know they're apparently the favorite snack of fish in the sea as well? In 2006, a shipment cargo of Doritos overturned and fell into the ocean, where it washed up around the Outer Banks of North Carolina, where locals soon turned to a frenzy over the chips. The day was one to remember, with seagulls and people running across the beach, gorging themselves on thousands of bags of free Doritos. The federally protected beach was soon cleared by almost all of its delicious litter by the end of the day. Number 7. Rocket ship fragments. Rocket ships are made out for the stars, but sometimes they don't make it. Coupled with the fact that their boosters come off when they reach the edge of the atmosphere, there are multiple pieces of rockets from various countries in the ocean. The large pieces sometimes wash up on shore, where the eager treasure hunter or space enthusiast can find them. Maybe if you're lucky, you can grab your metal detector and head down to the beach and maybe get your own slice of space travel history. What'd you find, Susie? I found a rocket ship part. What'd you find, Billy? I found Neil Armstrong. I went to the moon. Number 8. An NES system. Okay, so have any of you ever played the NES, you know, that small-time system that nobody liked? Yeah, it's pretty underground, I'm sure you haven't heard of it. Well, either way, the Nintendo Entertainment System brings back a lot of memories for most people who played the games in their childhood. It must have come to a surprise when one Reddit user found a full NES washed up on the rocky shore of a beach. It was probably waterlogged and didn't work, but it seemed to be completely intact. Not only that, but the previous owner had left the game still inside of it. And what's even more interesting is how the system got there. Maybe a group of fishermen were having fun until somebody rage-quitted. Number 9. American Bomber P-38 Plane. Now, this has been hidden under the sands and waves since it crashed off the coast of Wales in 1942, but now this wreckage of a rare World War II fighter plane may soon be back on dry land. Described as one of the most important World War II relics of recent history, the location of the Lockheed P-38 Lightning has been kept a secret to keep the amazing find safe. The lives and state of the crew has not been identified, but it's unsure if its crew had survived or not. Rick Gillespie and his team of divers have been working on studying the aircraft since 2007. Rick was quoted of saying, "The world's beaches, bays, and oceans are rich repositories of rare aircraft, but they remain largely unexplored because of the corrosive effects of immersion in seawater." Rick and his team give us a glimpse of how long these machines of war can survive. However, it is sad to think that many an airman still remained unburied even over 50 years after the war has ended. Number 10. Dinosaur Bones. Common sense would dictate that you would look for dinosaur bones in the desert or some other common digging place like your backyard, am I right? Well, researchers in the UK have been finding dinosaur bones all over the beach and in the dunes near them. Most recently, a dinosaur brain was reportedly found pickled from its contact with low oxygen, high acid water. The dinosaur brain was one of the most perfectly preserved specimens in recent history. Who knew that just a walk on the beach would result in such a great find? Number 11. BMW motorcycles. BMW motorcycles are fairly expensive and most people have to pay a lot for their luxury cars. But what if you found a BMW motorcycle for free on your local beach? Well, in 2007, residents of Devon in southern England were ecstatic to find the BMW motorcycles. The BMW cargo had reportedly gone overboard somewhere in the ocean in Napoli. It is unclear if the BMW motorcycles were damaged at all, or if they were in perfectly fine condition. The lucky residents surely called finders keepers on this one because BMW motorcycles usually go for around $1,500 new. Yeah, definitely a good find on that one. Number all off. Number 13. Giant jellyfish. Jellyfish are usually thought to be peaceful or stupid creatures. Well, some can become quite menacing. A huge jellyfish armed with a powerful sting had washed up on a Tasmanian beach. This sparked fears of a summer invasion. The rare creature was thought to be a lion's mane, which is a breed that can potentially cause serious harm to humans if they're stung. Locals said the latest is the largest by far to be washed ashore. Many smaller jellyfish have washed up on the beach over the last few weeks, and a sting from the lion's mane jellyfish can result in blistered red skin and intense pain, but most healthy people will simply have to wait for the pain to pass. The huge monster of a jellyfish is odd and shaped, but luckily for us it can't survive on land. Number 14. Huge teeth. Sharks are fairly scary, but they haven't been as big as they have been in the prehistoric ages. But what if you found a tooth this big as this one at your beach? Thank goodness these prehistoric monsters aren't here to frighten us any longer, seriously. Number 15. A missile. Now, some of the beaches that most of us like to go to can sometimes have sharp shells that are dangerous and hurt to step on. Well, if you thought that was dangerous, imagine taking a beach stroll and finding a huge missile. The bomb was not known to be a dud or not, so authorities cautioned people to stay away from it, as it could still be dangerous. Luckily nobody was harmed, but the missile remains a mystery to this day. Well, that was our list of strange things that have washed up on beaches around the world. If you live near a beach, maybe this could inspire you to grab a metal detector and head down to your local shore, and maybe you'll find something like these people in the listed. I mean, seriously, you never know. If you can find a missile on the beach, who knows what you'll find? Did we miss anything? Have something interesting that you found on the beach? Tell us in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to hit that bell icon to receive a notification whenever a new list comes.